Hi everyone, you're welcome to another English class here at Learn City. My name is Francis Ikurowo and I'm still your English tutor. In our last video, we talked about the partitives that are used with non-count nouns. I told you to look for more partitives for every non-count nouns that we have. Today, we'll be talking about component or classifications of non-count nouns. How many classes do we have? The first class is abstractions. Non-count nouns. The first class is abstractions. Abstractions like, we talked about abstractions like wealth, like intelligence, like beauty, like philosophy, like riches, like education, like communication, things that we cannot see and touch. Okay, things that we cannot actually touch, things that we can only feel. We know they exist around us. They are non-count nouns. Okay, talked about that. The second class is liquid, or things that flow, things that are liquid in nature. For instance, you talk about water, you talk about fuel, you talk about, let's say, every other thing. Okay, liquid. Now, another thing is, what should I call it this now? Like things that exist in bulk. Things that exist in bulk. Things that exist in bulk. For instance, you have, okay, let's say you have luggage, for instance. You have luggage, equipment, cutlery, or baggage, okay? They exist in bulk. They come together, okay? Now, when we talk about a set of cutlery, we mean tools, okay, that are used at home to cut things we have in the kitchen or in the house. Okay, you understand that if you're getting a cutlery, you're having a spoon, you're having a knife. Every tool that you have that can cut. Okay, you're having a knife, you're having other tools at home. Okay, cutlery, equipment, they come together. Furniture, they come together. For instance, if you're going to get some furniture, you can say a furniture, saying some furniture. We're going to get some furniture here. You're talking about your chairs, your tables, your beds, okay, furniture for your dining, right? So talking about that set, okay? You're talking about a piece of furniture that you have. Do you understand? Because they come in bulk. You're talking about luggage. In your luggage, when you're traveling, you have different things. You might have food, you might have your clothes, you might have your gadgets, and every other thing. So they come in bulk. That's the third group that we look at. Another group that we like to look at are things that it wouldn't make sense for us to count. Things that are weighed, things that are measured. Things that are weighed or measured. Let's talk about rice, beans, wood, bread. Okay, let's talk about flour. All right, let's talk about sand. There's another class of your non-count nouns. Okay, you can only measure it, measure them. You can only weigh them. Okay, so we are talking about the things that can be measured and things that can be weighed. This gives us the classes of your non-count nouns. And that was why earlier in this class I talked about rice. Rice being a non-count noun. And I was saying that indeed you can count your cup of rice. You can say if you're jobless, you can just count. Right? But it is still regarded as what? As a non-count noun, because because you cannot have just a single element there and say this is it. Or have you seen someone who would cook just that seed now, I call it a seed, or just one, let me say one rice now technically, and say okay, this makes sense for us, that is what I'm going to eat? No, it has to be together. It has to exist in that group. Okay, the same thing with your beans. It has to exist in that group. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So that is what we're talking about in non-count nouns. That is what makes non-count nouns what it really is. And so we're stretching from what we have as things that we cannot count to things that we can actually count, but it wouldn't make sense for us to count them, or they have to exist together. We can't talk about a bean. We're going to talk about beans existing together. And just like I said, they are singular nouns and they attract singular verbs. So since you cannot count them, some of these you use partitives with them. You can check other videos where I discussed partitives. So this will put a wrap on the classifications of non-count nouns.